Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm sorry I was almost late. It's been an adventure trying to get ready to go on this wonderful cruise. And I am behind, trying to cover all kinds of bases for the next week while still doing my regular job. It is interesting, and it's definitely something new. It is new and expanding. But I have for you tonight a meditation which came about through some experiences I've had in the last couple of weeks, which have given me pause. Now, before we go into that, excuse me for a moment. Before I go into that, as my nose runs, next, not this coming Sunday, but the following, the 27th, Reverend Dr. Jerry Troyer will be here, and he will be doing an extraordinary workshop, and that has a $20 suggested love offering. That is immediately after the Sunday service, so it'll start around noonish, and he'll also be speaking during the service. So that is something that you definitely want to check out. Also, beginning August 2nd, that is a Saturday, I will be starting my 5-week intensive workshop, Entering the Sacred Now. And there are 5 weeks of really transformative workbook entries, teaching points, affirmations, exercises, really incredible steps toward reaching that point when you're aware that you're not aware. Does that make sense? When you're aware that your brain is someplace other than right here. And once you've reached that point, once you've hit that point where you can be aware that you are not being actively aware, you can begin to see things through eyes of love. And that is a fundamental step toward that awakening that we all strive for. So please join us for that. You can call the church office for information. The cost includes all of the exercise materials, the journal, the workbook, and 5 weeks of classes. And the cost is $50 per week or $200 for all 5 weeks paid in advance. But there are scholarships available, so if you are interested in the scholarship, call the church office, talk to Amalia, let her know that I mentioned the scholarships, and leave a message. You can sign up right there through her. In any case, I just kind of need a head count so that I can make sure that I have enough materials for everyone, okay? All right, so without further ado, actually, slightly further ado, this coming Sunday, we have Marvin Rolnick here. He's the author of Erasmus Joseph Lyon, A Spiritual Awakening. We've spoken about him before. He is coming to speak this Sunday, and he's doing a really kind of cleverly funny, belated Independence Day talk. He had asked me, can I come and speak in July? I have this talk that I've put together, all about the presidents. And I said, well, actually, I'm going on a cruise in July, so yeah, that would be great. Unfortunately, his talk didn't coincide with the beginning of the month, and my cruise didn't either. You know what I'm trying to say. It's just not coming out because I'm tired. So now, without further ado, let us begin our meditation. Let's begin now by becoming very still. Allow your body to rest. Allow your hands to be soft. Let your shoulders drop. Simply allow your breath to rise and fall without effort, without trying, without controlling. Just breathe in and out. Just that. Become aware of the sounds around you. Notice them, but do not follow them. Notice the sensations in your body, the temperature of the air, the feeling of your clothing, the beat of your heart. Become present here. This moment is the only moment that exists. Let yourself arrive in it more fully with each breath. And now, gently become aware of that voice in the mind, the one that narrates everything, the one that keeps your mind so busy, the one that judges, the one that makes lists and keeps track of time, the one that remembers what should have been and imagines what might go wrong. This is the voice of ego. It is not bad. It's not your enemy, but it is not the truth. The ego always lives in time. It lives in yesterday's regrets and tomorrow's worries, but never here. Notice how it speaks. It might be saying, "This is silly," or "You're doing it wrong," or "Hurry up and get to the good part," or "You've said this all before." Smile at it if you can. Don't resist it, just notice it, like you might notice a child talking to themselves in the other room. Let the ego speak and say nothing in return. Let it grow quiet in the presence of your silence. Now turn your attention gently to your thoughts. Let them arise like clouds in a vast sky. Let them float through. You don't need to grab them. You don't need to push them away. And now just notice. Just notice how many of those thought clouds are rooted in judgment. Judgment of yourself, judgment of others, of what should be happening, of what's missing, of what's wrong. Do not analyze these thoughts. Don't correct them. Just observe. Just see. Thought, judgment. Thought, evaluation. Thought, resistance. And with each observation, allow the thought to pass. It is not you. It is not truth. It is just the mind doing what it's been conditioned to do. And you are not your conditioning. You are the one watching. Now, gently, let's begin to open to something deeper, something more real than thought. You've been taught what is real. This world is solid, that others are separate, that problems are permanent. But what if, just what if, none of that is true? What if you let go of everything you've been taught, everything you've ever assumed about who you are, about what's possible, about what's real? Can you let all of that dissolve now? Not as rebellion, but as a kind of reverent curiosity. What happens when you stop believing in limitation, in fear, in separation? Let your mind go still, and from that stillness, from that suspension of all belief, allow presence to emerge. Not a thought, not a belief, just presence. The living now, awake, alive, and complete. There is no you separate from the world. No one out there who is not also in here. There is only this. One life, one light, one reality, one. And you are not outside of it. You are it. There is only one, and that one is you and me and all that is. Now take a slow breath and gently place your hand on your heart. Let this next statement be heard, not just in the mind, but in the body, in the cells, in the soul. Silently or out loud, repeat, I am that I am. I am presence. I am not my thoughts. I am not my past. I am now. I am the light behind all form. I am one with all that is. And I shall awake. Breathe with that truth right now. Let it echo. Let it rest. You don't need to hold on to it. Presence holds you. And you can return here at any time. It's always now. And now begin to gently return. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Notice the feeling of your body. Notice the room around you, the quietness within it and within you. There is nothing to go back to. There is only the continuation of presence, now with your eyes open. Carry this awareness into all that you do. Let each moment be a doorway. Let each breath be a return. Let this knowing go with you. And when you are ready, open your eyes and be ye the light. Thank you for joining us for the meditation. I will be back in 40 minutes to begin the service, so you may rest here, or you may take a break, take a walk, go feed the peacocks, and I will see you back here in 40 minutes. Thank you all.